The Protection from Scams Act 2025, passed by Parliament on 7 January, will officially come into force on 1 July, marking Singapore's most aggressive step yet in the fight against scam syndicates. The Ministry of Home Affairs announced that the legislation empowers police and commercial affairs officers with unprecedented authority to freeze the financial activities of individuals suspected of being scam targets. Under Section 64 of the Police Force Act, officers can issue restriction orders to banks, effectively locking down accounts and credit facilities. The MHA described these measures as a last resort, to be used only when all other efforts to dissuade potential victims have failed. According to the MHA, ROS can be issued if an officer has reasonable belief that an individual may transfer funds to a scammer, if draw cash for that purpose, or tap credit to benefit a fraudulent scheme. Each case will be assessed on its merits, incorporating information from the individual and their family members. If deemed necessary, an RO will trigger immediate restrictions, block transfers through online and mobile banking, Payno, and over-the-counter services. ATM withdrawals and all credit facilities, including credit card purchases and personal loans, will also be suspended. The law applies to Singapore's systemically important banks, DBS, OCBC, UOB, Citibank, Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation, Malayan Banking, and Standard Chartered, but the MHA clarified that ROS can be issued to any financial institution if there is reasonable suspicion that funds could be channeled to scammers. Individuals under restriction are not completely cut off. They may apply to access funds for legitimate needs such as daily expenses or bill payments, with police reviewing each request on a case-by-case basis. Each RO will be valid for up to 30 days, with the option of renewing it in 30-day increments for a maximum of 5 times. After 180 days, the order will automatically lapse, even if authorities still consider the individual vulnerable. However, police may cancel an RO earlier if they determine the threat has passed. To ensure accountability, an appeal mechanism has been established. Affected individuals or joint account holders can appeal to the Commissioner of Police. While an appeal is pending, the restriction order remains in effect. The Commissioner's decision will be final, according to the MHA. The rollout of the Act comes amid an alarming surge in scam cases and losses. The Singapore Police Force's annual report, released on 25 February, revealed that total scam losses in 2024 hit a record 1.1 billion Singapore dollars, a staggering 70% jump from the 651.8 million Singapore dollars lost the previous year. Authorities logged 51,501 scam cases last year, surpassing 2023's figure of 46,563. While more than 70% of cases involved sums under 5,000 Singapore dollars, the median loss per victim was about 1,300 Singapore dollars. Officials say this rising tide of fraud has left too many Singaporeans exposed to irreversible financial harm. The new law aims to provide police with the tools for decisive intervention, ensuring scammers cannot drain victims' accounts even if persuasion fails. The MHA reminded the public that government officers will never request money transfers or personal banking details over the phone.